Hi, my name is Colby Hockmuth and welcome to FedScoopTV. I'm here with Jeff Lush, Chief Technology Officer at Dell Services Federal Government. Hi Jeff, thanks for coming.
Hi, thank you.
I want to start off with, what do you think is a good model for using IT technology to lower government cost?
Well, this whole trend towards cloud and kind of an automated environment allows us to truly drive down those costs. So it not only inherit over the years, IT inside of the federal government has really been brought up from a grassroots, right? So we've forgotten a lot of little details. It costs a lot of money to maintain. This is an opportunity now, moving to a cloud type of technology or an automated infrastructure that'll help that. So
how important do you think that increased innovation and technology will be in making the government more sustainable and more competitive?
You know, years ago, when I started at the Department of Veterans Affairs, we had a computer room, a very large one, and we used VAX machines. And this has been many, many years ago. Of course, 15 years later, that entire computer room was one small little cubicle where the office was, and it was all replaced with offices because the computer room was just the size of a cubicle, right? That's the way technology kind of works in the industry, right? And so the federal government, by leveraging these new technologies, allows us to kind of drive down all of the costs associated with those environments. I know Michael Dell, for example, just recently had submitted, he was the chairman of the Technology CEO Council, I believe is what they call it, and gave him I think it was $1 trillion plan on how to reduce. And it's all through this leveraging of new technology to integrate new stuff.
Right. Well, what are some of the best examples that you've seen maybe in the last year of government?
Sure. So from a federal perspective, you know, I think one of the best attempts that we've seen is this introduction of FedRAMP by GSA. So this ability to certify once and use many times is creating this repeatable model inside of the federal government. And that's really, you know, think about it. The reason why some people go to big grocery stores is because the cost is lower, right?
Right.
And it's because those products that you buy are easily manufactured, and so the cost continues to go down, and we buy in quantity because they're consistent. Well, that's what the federal government needs to move to. They need to move to an environment that's consistent, not as personalized, still meeting the mission needs, but being able to be kind of more efficient and consistent, kind of like FedRAMP, right? Certify once, use many times. So I think it's a good example. I know Aberdeen Proving Grounds, the programs up there, they've done some great innovation on kind of driving out costs as well. So you see it happening, it's just not fast enough, right?
So looking at government and the IT industry, how similar should those business models be in driving down cost?
So, you know, with the exception of the security requirements required by a lot of the federal agencies, there are a lot of shared similarities between the two models. Again, it comes down to this concept of how can we implement a key technology that will actually drive our costs down. We have to get over this passion to be attached to a specific vendor or a specific product. You know, I use this type of mobile phone for a home user because that's the one I've always used. Well, we got to break away from that now, expand that by 10,000. I use this type of server and storage, and yes, it's costing me 20% more annually to maintain. I got to get over that. I got to kind of free myself from those chains that are binding me down, and it's hard. I spent 17 years as an IT guy doing it, and that separation anxiety is huge. It really is huge, and we want to be able to move, but it's hard because our training and our experience is all in XYZ technology, but we know that ABC technology will help us. So corporations and companies tend to move there a little bit faster because it's about the bottom line. Government's a little bit slower in that perspective sometimes, but I think they share a lot of similarities.
Great. Well, thank you so much, Jeff. You're watching FedScoopTV. I'm Colby Hockmuth.